Welcome back to Car Trend, where we take you on unforgettable journeys through automotive history and innovation. Today, we're going way back, diving deep into one of the most iconic, revolutionary, and recognizable cars of all time, the 1938 Volkswagen Beetle. This isn't just a car. It's a cultural symbol, a historical landmark on wheels, and a marvel of engineering that has stood the test of time. Imagine the world in 1938. The automobile industry was dominated by large, expensive cars mostly reserved for the elite. Then came an idea: simple, small, affordable, yet efficient, a car for the people. That idea took shape in Germany and became what we know today as the Volkswagen Beetle. Volkswagen literally means people's car, and that's exactly what it was meant to be. This wasn't just about transportation. This was about mobility for the masses. The 1938 Beetle, officially known as the Volkswagen Type 1, came from the mind of none other than Ferdinand Porsche, yes, the same man behind Porsche sports cars. He was commissioned to design a car that was easy to drive, cheap to maintain, and could carry 2 adults and 3 children at speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. The result was unlike anything seen before: a rounded, aerodynamic shape that would later become instantly recognizable across the world. From a design perspective, the original Beetle broke new ground. With its curvy fenders, round headlights, and that unmistakable rear-engine hump, it was more than just functional, it was charming. That design wasn't just about looks, it was the result of careful thought. The car's teardrop shape helped it cut through the air efficiently, improving fuel economy and stability. And under that rounded rear hood was an air-cooled, 4-cylinder, rear-mounted engine that gave the car its unique driving characteristics. Let's talk about that engine for a second. In 1938, most cars were heavy, front-engine beasts that were complex and expensive to repair. The Beetle's engine, however, was lightweight, air-cooled, and incredibly simple. No radiator meant fewer things could go wrong. Its 985cc engine produced just 25 horsepower, but that was enough to move this little car comfortably around town and even take on the occasional long drive. It wasn't about speed, it was about accessibility, reliability, and economy. Now, while mass production didn't truly ramp up until after World War II, the 1938 model was the blueprint. Only a few were actually produced before the war interrupted everything. These early models, known as the KDF wagon, had split rear windows, cable-operated brakes, and even a crank start mechanism. And they were surprisingly innovative for the time. The suspension used torsion bars, giving the car a surprisingly smooth ride for such a small package. It also meant fewer moving parts and more durability. The interior of the 1938 Beetle was basic, but intentionally so. It was built with practicality in mind. A simple dashboard, a few essential gauges, and minimal ornamentation. But everything served a purpose. No frills, no gimmicks, just honest engineering. And even in its simplicity, the Beetle had character. From the moment you sat in the driver's seat, it felt like the car had a soul. One thing that truly made the Beetle stand out was its ability to go almost anywhere. Thanks to its lightweight body, rear-engine placement, and independent suspension, it had incredible traction and off-road capabilities, especially compared to other cars of the time. This wasn't just a city car. Farmers used it, students loved it, artists painted it. It transcended class, culture, and country. As the decades rolled on, the Beetle evolved, but that original 1938 DNA always remained. The shape, the spirit, the simplicity, all of it stayed true to Porsche's original vision. The Beetle would go on to become the longest-running and most manufactured car in automotive history. Over 21 million units were built. But it all started with this humble, round little car from 1938. Today, owning a 1938 Volkswagen Beetle is like owning a piece of living history. It's rare, incredibly valuable, and tells a story of innovation born out of necessity. Enthusiasts and collectors worldwide admire these early models for their craftsmanship, their engineering, and the way they changed the car world forever. It's more than just nostalgia. The Beetle represents a shift in the automotive world, a reminder that great design doesn't have to be complicated, and that a car doesn't need to be fast or flashy to make an impact. It just needs to be built with purpose, with the driver in mind, and with a touch of heart. So the next time you see a Beetle on the road, Whether it's a shiny restored classic or a rusted shell hiding behind a barn, remember that it all began in 1938. A revolutionary idea, a bold design, and the dream of a people's car. A car that defied time, politics, and trends. A car that simply refused to be forgotten. Thanks for watching Car Trend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you love automotive history as much as we do. Share your memories with the Beetle in the comments below, whether it was your first car, a family road trip memory, or just a dream on your wall. Until next time, keep the wheels turning and the engines humming.